the world stopped breathing for a moment. A sudden medical emergency involving BTS's Jungkook has triggered a massive response from HYBE, forcing the company to take one of the most drastic and unprecedented actions in its history. Within hours, 20 top-tier medical specialists from the United States were urgently flown to South Korea under a confidential directive from HYBE's headquarters. The question echoing everywhere now is, what really happened to Jungkook, and why was such an extraordinary team mobilized so suddenly inside the entertainment industry? Even the slightest rumor surrounding BTS becomes global news. But this time, the silence from HYBE only deepened the fear. Sources close to the company revealed that a private jet departed from Los Angeles late last night carrying a specialized medical unit, including cardiologists, neurologists, and trauma surgeons, specifically requested to handle Jungkook's condition. That detail alone has set off alarm bells across social media. Is Jungkook facing something beyond what HYBE can manage locally? Eyewitnesses at Incheon International Airport reported the arrival of unmarked medical vehicles, escorted directly to HYBE's private medical facility in Seoul. Security around the building was immediately heightened. Fans standing near the entrance were asked to clear the area as emergency teams entered the premises. A quiet tension has gripped the entire ARMY community. The most haunting part? HYBE has not released a single statement to clarify Jungkook's health status, and even internal staff are being kept in the dark. In the hours following the specialist's arrival, several reports surfaced suggesting that Jungkook's condition had deteriorated rapidly after a sudden collapse during a rehearsal session. A source described the moment as chaotic, with staff shouting for medical assistance and HYBE's internal emergency line being activated immediately. Still, no footage or photos have been leaked, an unusual move for such a major incident involving one of the world's biggest artists. That silence has only intensified speculation. Was Jungkook suffering from an undisclosed medical condition? Or could there be a deeper reason, perhaps linked to extreme exhaustion from continuous training and performance schedules? Those close to the singer have long voiced concerns about the intense physical and emotional toll of his career. But the fact that 20 specialists, not local doctors, were summoned from the US suggests that HYBE believes his situation demands a level of care unavailable even in South Korea's best hospitals. Adding to the mystery, an anonymous medical insider reportedly confirmed that one of the arriving specialists is a globally recognized expert in complex cardiac stress syndrome, a condition often associated with prolonged physical strain and emotional pressure. Could this be the underlying reason for Jungkook's emergency? If true, it would align with several past observations where Jungkook appeared unusually fatigued during appearances, though fans had dismissed those moments as normal exhaustion. What's even more alarming is that the specialist's movement was handled under extreme secrecy. Flight manifests were hidden under a corporate cover name, and none of the doctors spoke to the media. Upon landing, they were immediately transferred to a closed medical wing believed to be inside HYBE's central complex, where a team of South Korean doctors had been preparing for days. The synchronization of this operation, from the jet's departure to its midnight landing, reflects not panic, but precision. HYBE seemed to have anticipated something critical. Could this mean that Jungkook's condition had been monitored for weeks before the emergency became public? The company's medical surveillance system, known to be one of the most advanced in K-pop, tracks the health of each artist continuously. For HYBE to move this fast, something must have gone terribly wrong, something that crossed the threshold of what they could manage internally. A close source to one of HYBE's executives hinted that the emergency meeting held earlier this week was not about a business strategy or a concert plan, but rather about Jungkook's deteriorating medical readings. It was during that meeting, reportedly, that Bang Si-hyuk himself gave the direct order: activate international support. Within hours, the call was made to the US, and the most elite medical team in HYBE's contact list was mobilized. As the specialists began their work inside HYBE's medical center, insiders described a tense but coordinated atmosphere. Every decision required clearance from the top. Security badges were changed overnight. Access to certain floors was restricted. Even Jin, known to be one of Jungkook's closest hyungs, was seen leaving the building late at night with a visibly shaken expression. The scene painted a picture of fear, urgency, and hope intertwined, the kind of moment that could define the emotional pulse of an entire generation of fans. Social media erupted within minutes after whispers of the emergency spread. HYBE's emergency move trended worldwide as armies from over 90 countries began holding online vigils, demanding updates and sending emotional messages of support. Yet, despite the global panic, no official press release came out. The only words circulating online were from unnamed insiders using terms like critical but stable and intensive observation ongoing. The ambiguity is unbearable, leaving fans to question every possible scenario. Could it be that Jungkook's health battle has been ongoing in secret? The last public appearances showed him smiling, energetic, and radiant as ever. But insiders claim that beneath the spotlight, Jungkook had been struggling silently, refusing to alarm fans or affect group activities. That unwavering dedication, now seen in a new light, has become both heartbreaking and inspiring. It's a chilling reminder of the invisible cost behind global fame. What's even more emotional is that Jin, currently one of the few BTS members actively attending to Jungkook's situation, reportedly refused to leave his side. According to multiple sources, Jin arrived immediately after receiving the call, skipping all scheduled commitments. His presence in the facility has been described as steadying, though witnesses noted moments where he appeared visibly emotional. One staff member whispered, "He didn't say a word, but his eyes said everything." Meanwhile, HYBE's top executives have gone into what appears to be crisis mode. Confidential meetings have been held almost hourly, with strict orders to prevent leaks. Yet despite their efforts, international media outlets have begun circling, waiting for even the slightest official statement. The pressure is immense, both from investors and fans, to clarify the truth about Jungkook's condition. But perhaps HYBE's silence is strategic, designed to protect Jungkook's privacy until the medical team can confirm his stability. Medical experts outside HYBE have weighed in on the situation, noting that a move like this, flying in 20 US specialists, indicates a medical event of exceptional gravity. This kind of response isn't about a minor injury or exhaustion, one anonymous doctor commented. It's something that requires multidisciplinary expertise, possibly involving both physical and neurological evaluation. Such statements, while unofficial, have only deepened the global tension. The question remains, what will happen next? Will HYBE finally break its silence and reassure millions of fans? Or will this continue to unfold behind closed doors? The company's history of handling crises with secrecy makes it difficult to predict. But if the current intensity of the situation is any indication, HYBE may be preparing for a long-term recovery plan, not just for Jungkook's health, but for BTS's emotional stability as a family. For now, all eyes are on that one building in Seoul, guarded, silent, and tense, where 20 of the world's most skilled specialists are fighting for the health of a global icon. The image alone is powerful enough to shake the entertainment world. Every minute that passes without an update feels heavier. Every whisper of "he's stable" offers a flicker of relief. But until HYBE speaks, the world will keep asking the same haunting question: what really happened to Jungkook?